What's up guys, Bloodshed here. Today I want to talk about the Necromancer beta build currently on the PTR. Now this is more like a first impressions video. If you guys are unfamiliar, they have not implemented any set items in the Necromancer. No visual, no transmogs, no legendaries, just the class itself and the abilities. So we've been running pretty much LON builds with everything that we can to try to find multipliers to make different things work and see how they play off each other, checking out the synergy of the spells and everything like that. I want to go ahead and talk about what I like so far and what I dislike, and these things can be corrected with future items that they're added to the game with increased animation speed or whatever. So this is just the first impressions. I thought I would share it with you guys and keep you guys up to date, keep you posted on everything. Without further ado, let's get into my likes. The first thing I like is variety. There is so much variety with the Necromancer. I really do feel like we're going to have a wide array of Necromancer builds, especially when you add in the sets and legendary items. You can make a ranged generator, a melee mancer generator, you know, a spender close range, a splendor far away, a pet build, a corpse explosion build. I think the corpses add so much to the game in terms of variety, a whole new mechanic that we have to look out for that other classes don't have. And then you have your resource, so you're always thinking about that. There's just so much different variety. I can see them going lots of different ways. I'm so excited to see the sets and to see what they bring to the table. So number one thing that I like about Necromancer is the variety, and you can definitely see it with the passives. The passives have everything from, you know, Z Necro skills to like health globes for the Z Necro, healing, movement speed, cooldown, you know, perma curses, just everything. They pretty much do give us the toolkit to kind of play your way, kind of do whatever we want. So that's the first thing. I'll stop on that. The second thing that I like is how every skill that the Necromancer possesses is actually a clickable ability. There are two static buffs that you can get to the game, and I'll show you right here. The first one is Frailty, Aura of Frailty, and the second one is Devour. It's an aura. So there are two auras that you can have, but Devouring Aura is only one rune. Devour itself, like the other skills, are clickable items, and the same thing with Frailty. Everything is clickable except for the one rune that makes it an aura. So every other spell that the Necromancer has, click, 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 click. Everything that there is, you have to actually click on it to do something. So that's really cool. It does make the class that much more engaging right off the bat. I love more actionable abilities as opposed to static buffs. Another thing that I really like are golems. You can see this beautiful guy right here. This beautiful baby boy golem. He's super cool, man. All the artwork isn't finished. They are going to add more golems to the game. There's pretty much only the bone golem and then the blood golem that you've seen, like, you know, on the website and people stream. They all have unique abilities, and there is a passive to buff the golems. It's called the Commander passive. Where is it? Commander of the Dead passive buffs your golems, lowers the cooldown. I love to see that. I do want a spec or speed build with the golem involved in it. The bone golem in particular, I really enjoy. He does run around, do his own thing, but whenever you want to focus him on a target, you can use your W ability and it'll focus him to go somewhere. So for instance, if I want him to go over here, he actually will fly over there and root the enemies in place and do Spinneroonie type damage. So he flies over there, does crazy amounts of damage and roots enemies in place. It's like resummoning your Gargantuan, except for it feels better because you're commanding him. You're more of a battlefield type commander. Speaking of summons, I also really like the skeletons, the command skeleton skill. All the runes offer a different variety of playstyles. You can have one to reduce the essence cost, increase attack speed. They can actually heal you with this one. They can freeze the target for 3 seconds, which is great for, you know, Z Necros, and just kind of lends to more playstyles. You can maybe use it with a Reinhardt build or something like that, and a poison one to explode on impact. So again, lots of variety. And the skeletons are another static summon. So you have these two summons and they're here always. They're always with you. You don't have to like worry about them. And the skeletons you can command with 50 essence. You can send them to wherever you want. And it's really cool just to be able to focus a target. If there's somebody coming after you to attack you, you can focus them on that. Or if you have like those pesky exorcists, the ghosts or the goatmen, or somebody's attacking you from a range, you can have your skeletons go deal with that problem. It feels better than it even sounds. It sounds cool to command your pets. It feels even better in the game, and I love it. Love, love. I also really love curses. Curses, like, they have a unique thing where they curse a wide area, and you can use multiple curses. Like right now I'm using the Frailty, and it executes enemies under 15% health, which is amazing. It gives the Necro such a unique playstyle. Like, they're the only class that can execute Rift Guardians under 15% health. Super useful, even for speeds. Like, it just, every elite pack, you know, sometimes you get like the shielding pack that with low health, or those last elites that refuse to die, the last juggernauts. The Necromancer is going to be able to execute them with impunity. It's going to be amazing, and they feel different. It does feel unique. People ask me on stream, you know, how does it compare to Witch Doctor? Like, you need to get that out of your head. It feels completely different than Witch Doctor. It's nothing like Witch Doctor. When you're playing the Necro, it feels like a Necro. When you're playing the Witch Doctor, it feels like a Witch Doctor. And this is coming from someone who played Witch Doctor last season. Again, lots of variety. The curses offer all kinds of different things, different combos that you can do, as far as damage reduction, healing, reducing cooldown, all kinds of stuff. Super unique, and it's really awesome to see the amount of variety. I keep talking about that. I do like how the female Necro looks like Cara Delevingne. That's always a good plus. I mean, why not, right? You have it there. And just overall, I'm happy with how all the skills play off each other. I feel like there's pretty good synergy. As you saw in the video, I made that speed build with no sets, no items. And I just feel like they do play off each other pretty well, as long as we have set bonuses to really buff things like our spenders. The spenders are kind of falling by the wayside right now. So let's go ahead and talk about things I don't like. Well, this one is in between. I really love Blood Rush. It feels really good. Look at the mobility. You might have saw it in the opening clip of my video. Blood Rush is amazing. The problem is when you don't have the double Blood Rush rune, or you don't have Ingeom, Blood Rush like stops your character. You can see how she kind of stumbles. It really feels weird. Like, I know your body's reconstructing, you know, your blood is like fusioning and molding back together. You can see that kind of the animation kind of stumbles. It bothers me. I talk to people on stream, it seems to bother them as well. But when you have Ingeom, or you do have the double rune, you get a nice double teleport. It's almost like it animation cancels or something like that. I hate this character portrait. Oh my god, look at this character portrait. For some reason, it bothers me. Some people on stream were agreeing with me that the in-game model, super cute, looks good, evil demonic rock star. This portrait's got to go, man. I hope it's just placeholder art, which a lot of these things might be placeholders. Another thing I don't like is Bone Spirit. I don't know if anyone likes Bone Spirit, but I definitely don't like it. It's really slow and, like, I don't know. I mean, look at this, right? It's really slow. Maybe it's supposed to be used as a close range spell, but there's no way you're gonna hit anything 35 minutes in advance. I mean, even Rift Guardians move. I don't know, man. I'm not a Bone Spirit fan. The animation's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just really slow and like awkward to use, and it does 4,000% damage. That's awesome, but like it just, I don't know. It feels weird. Like you don't really. Maybe if you're a melee mancer, it's a melee mancer thing. It just blows up right in front of you. But anything long range is like nothing is gonna still be there 35 minutes from now. I don't know. I don't like Bone Spirit. I don't want to make this into like a full skill video like on the abilities and everything, but that's pretty much the only thing we have to test is the mechanics of the skills and how they feel and things like that. Corpse Lance, I really hate. It's really useless, man. I could only see you using this for like a Z Necro, like a support Necro can, you know, increase the target to critically hit. It's just really slow. Again, a lot of things that are slow, like you can't really use effectively. Maybe with a full pet build, you can kite, and maybe it's something you would use, but the corpse skills are so amazing. Like Corpse Explosion is like so much fun. Revive is so good. Devour is so good. Like, why would you use Corpse Lance? It just doesn't make any sense. That brings me to Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead is a 2-minute cooldown, and it only does 3,000% damage. That seems really low compared to other classes. I mean, it does go up to 3,600. I don't know. It doesn't really do that much damage. Again, a lot of the items that might be coming might modify these skills and completely change the game. But as of right now, a 2-minute cooldown for 3,600 damage doesn't make sense. You could even use Land of the Dead with Plague Lands. It does 5,000% damage. And it's like, why does Land of the Dead, it's just a bunch of tombstones. Why does this poison more than a whole army of the Dead. Like here, I mean, it's really cool looking. I mean, you guys have probably seen it, right? Like it's, you know, all these skeletons, you know, crazy amount of damage, but it's like literally not as strong as Land of the Dead. So I don't know if it's like an oversight or maybe the set is going to balance it out. So a lot of these concerns I have might not be an issue. But even if there were sets, Bone Spirit is really slow and feels clunky. Corpse Lance is really slow and feels clunky. If you were like a support, maybe you would use it. Bone Spirit feels good. Again, we just need the modifiers. This feels good. These feel okay. I like this. The Skeletal Mage is good. Anyways, guys, that's going to be all for me today. I just wanted to take some time, show you some gameplay, show you a build we mess around with, and maybe give you some early feedback on like where my head's at. I do get asked on stream a lot, like what I like about it, this and that, and it's the concerns that I have, and here they are. Again, hopefully on Tuesday we get some sets patched in, and then we can really do some testing and kind of see how they play out the existing skills. Follow me at twitch.tv/bloodshed. I stream there 6 days a week. And that's going to be all for me today. Again, I think I said that already. Much love. All my patrons out there. I love you guys. Another video is coming soon. And Twitch subs, thank you for supporting the stream as well. This is Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Peace.